Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Duel Screens and Dragons. This, I promise, is the actual final session. It has been 195 days since our last session. You could see it in the sidebar there, with our rolls and whatnot. It has been a hot minute, but we got most of the crew back. That's right. It's me.
Everyone that was in the last session is here today.
Is here, but
Yeah.
we don't get to see Paul's face in real time. So
Yeah.
that is the only thing that we don't have. But let me introduce everybody because it's been half a year. I am Steve Fontana. I'm playing Raug Feradir, the Rogue. We have FNH Paul. He's over there actually. He's playing Oddball. We have Mike Maltese playing Sergor. We have Taylor playing Alakai, and we have Matt, aka Missed Enough, playing Thinian, and of course we have our fearless and ever infinitely patient Dungeon Master, Erengard.
Oh, he was
I don't know,
right.
buddy.
I'm right there.
It's been wearing a little thin lately.
Erengard, show
Guys,
everybody
can we play?
your Christmas gift from 7 months ago that you've
Yeah,
just
my Christmas
opened
gift. Yeah.
before we started recording.
Right before we started recording, I opened up this very lovely DM mug. DM, you can certainly try, is what it says down at the bottom. This was the Christmas gift, and we agreed that I would wait to open it until we played again. And that was Christmas. That was Christmas, which is December.
I gotta tell you, man.
For those who don't know, it's June now.
The
So-
end of June.
The
The
end
end
of June.
Almost July. So
It's
Christmas in July for
It's
me.
basically
but
July, yeah.
That
It
is,
is
you
an
have
awesome-
so much willpower.
So much.
I told you,
There's
infinite
been a-
patience.
box sitting next to my desk for the last 6 months, waiting to be opened. I literally, Paul has moved from London to the United States in the amount of time that we've waited. He was here at my house. I showed him the box.
And I laughed my ass off because I was like, wait, you seriously haven't opened that yet?
So,
Oh,
yeah,
good.
it's been a little while, but here we are. Welcome back.
We're all here. We're together. We're happy. We're gonna have a good time. But I think
Probably.
yeah,
Well,
hopefully.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Aaron had a lot of time to think about ways to punish us.
It's true.
we've been here for about an hour and 15 minutes, just trying to figure out where the where the last
What
videos
happened
were.
last time?
Where
Yeah.
like it's just been a complete blur. So Erengard, I am going to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm going to be handing this over to you and giving you this responsibility. I apologize from the deepest, darkest cauldrons of my heart. Erengard, take it away.
Poor man.
So last time on Duel Screens and Dragons, the party had come into a series of rooms that were furnished but very much in disuse. And in one of the rooms, they found the body of a man which was in priestly robes, but very much had been deceased for some time. Didn't look like he had died violently. He died likely very comfortably in his sleep in the chair that he was in. On the desk in front of him was a book, and on top of the book was a wax-sealed letter with the symbol of Torm in the seal, the same symbol that is adorning Sergor's armor and weapons and other gear. And the book Alakai investigated into and tried to determine what the situation was with the text that was written there. It's very faded, very old looking. And while he could tell that the book itself seemed to be probably somewhere in the realm of 100+ years old, the descriptions that were in it of the history of the city that it spoke of, was very recent. It was only roughly 10-20 years ago at most, in the part of the book that he was reading. So it was a very strange paradox, because while the book itself seemed extremely old, the history that it spoke of was not that long ago at all. But that said, the party was about to hand a letter to Sergor, that is where we will pick up the story. So Sergor is handed a letter from Raug, which has a wax seal on the back of it that depicts the symbol of Torm.
Is the seal broken?
It is not.
Sergor's going to hold the letter, eyes wide. Praise Torm. And Sergor's going to open the seal.
So you open the seal, and inside is a very elegantly penned letter, written semi-roughly, so you can tell that likely a man wrote it. You could venture to guess that it was probably the man that was at the desk. And the letter contains basically a brief description of a few different things, bullet points at the very top of it. The first is, I know that you're confused. Please read, and I will try and explain as best as I can. The second is, if I am deceased, do not concern yourself with my body. And the third is, prepare yourself for what is to come. And then the letter goes on. It says, my pupil, I write you this letter so that you can understand what has happened. To the best of the knowledge of the scholars that we have been able to find, you have been transported, not in space, but in time. You and your companions, I hope, are still with you, have come to this place now, many years from when you last knew yourselves to be. It is important that you understand that there are allies here who can help you. But be careful, for there are also many new enemies in this world. The world itself is beset by demons. Mechanical men roam around the countryside, slaughtering those they can find. Innocents die by the hundreds every day, and we are very much losing whatever war this is. We believe that you and your companions are part of the solution to this, but we cannot say for certain. What we can say is that we need your help. Go now, my friend, out into the world, see it for yourself, and do whatever it is that you can. Allies should be coming to help you. Allies other than myself. If I am gone, I hope that Torm guides you and leads you to the right path. Your mentor and friend. And it is signed with the name of the man who brought you into the Paladin Order. A man who you knew to be only at the time that you last saw him, perhaps 30 years of age. But if it is indeed the same person who was in the other room, then clearly his letter is not at all false.
The person in the room is... Sergor is going to, still holding the letter, is looking at that person and can... Is the marking of Torm on his garments?
You're gonna go back into this room?
Yes, Sergor's going to go, yes, in there with the letter still in hand, not saying anything.
You don't see the symbol of Torm anywhere on his garments, but the coloration of his garments is fairly similar to the coloration of various depictions of Torm's church faith.
The
He
letter
is unidentifiable at this point.
Right. The letter is written in Common or Orcish?
Orcish.
Orcish. Okay. So we need some translating there. Okay, so after Sergor sees the room and the state of the man that's there, he's going to walk back to the party. Friends, we have traveled much farther than you think. I don't know how far ahead we've gone, but the time we are in now is not the time we left. This is a seal of Torm, who I swore to. This man that's here is also from my order. And this letter states that we've traveled through time, but I don't know how far. There are new dangers here. Machines slaughtering innocent people. And this letter was saved here for us. I don't know how they knew that we were coming here. It must be Torm's guidance. I don't know if we should... I did. What seemed like... not too long ago, but... if it's really him... it's been ages. Half a man's lifetime. Or more. I trust him. I trust this seal. And I trust what it says. And if we were to try to go back home now, it would not be the same home that you left.
As he's saying that, I'm flipping through the old book to try and find mention. You had mentioned that it cited history from the area that Sergor is from, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so I find the page that it's on, and I approach him and I say, "This book looks decades old, and yet the history here seems relatively recent. Can you look through it?" And just kind of hand it over to him.
So, Sergor, as you take a hold of the book, you take a look through it. The history is familiar to you. It's more recent in your memory, at the very least. But the pages are very brittle. They are very much weathered with age. The book does look like it's very, very old, which would be a very odd thing, as Alakai has already mentioned, for you to see. But the history that's there does look accurate to the history you remember.
Mm-hmm. So Sergor is going to remove one of his gauntlets and take one of the pages and just feel the side of it and show the book to the party, saying, This here could have only been a few years ago. Why does it look like this? Look at this weathering, this age. Look at that man there. How long has he been here?
Waiting here in this time.
I wonder if... I wonder if someone from my order is sent here to wait for us at different times, or if he's been here for ages. This
Can we
must
get
have
out
been...
of this place?
Well, I certainly hope so. Now, Erengard, this would be after we were with Demetrius, correct? And we traveled to this place after that. We traveled to this
So
tomb.
you were inside the tomb where you met the water weird, and then you fought Demetrius.
Yep,
with
just
the
outside that on the
demon
map.
speaking to you. And then as the room was collapsing, the door in that room was replaced by a portal.
Yes.
And your only option was to jump through.
Yes. I just wanted to make sure I had that part right. It wasn't like
Mhm.
we didn't do any extra traveling after we saw the monster in the last room.
Whatever sent us here did it on purpose. And Demetrius. Something's not right. Where should we go? Alakai, do you know anything about time in your learnings?
I don't know if I've been clear about this in the past, but I was a very bad student. There's a reason I took a deal with a demon instead of studying.
Is your
So-
connection with your demon still strong?
I'm gonna try and pray or connect with him one more time.
Give me a charisma check.
Okay.
Ability check. So second. You can I apologize for the dog. You can feel that he's still there, but the feeling is it's still very, very distant. But you hear the briefest, smallest whisper. If the place you're in wasn't as quiet as it is, you would have been incapable of perceiving it. And all you hear it say is, "He's coming. Run."
Since we've come here, this is the first time Alakai has felt anything from his patron. So this kind of like shakes him a little bit. You can tell he's like kind of unsettled. He shakes himself back. We're in grave danger. We need to get out of here now.
Only one of us made a promise to take somebody out, is that correct? It was Oddball, right?
I did what?
Oddball, didn't you take a deal?
No, we didn't
That
accept
was
the deal.
you who accepted the deal of replacing the hag with the hag's sister.
Okay.
But Alakai,
Okay.
why?
Need a refresher on?
No, I could. There was something that Oddball did. Oh, or was that just the serpent?
The
Oddball
hag.
went after the creature,
Yeah.
the aboleth, and the aboleth dropped Oddball and then came back and offered you the deal of if you bring the hag's sister
Yeah.
to him alive, then he would spare Oddball's life.
Okay. Got it. So Oddball was the... I'm just saying, there's a bunch of robots now running in the streets, and I feel like that might have something to do with Oddball. I don't know. Could be me. Could be just me. But okay.
What do you mean it could have something to do with me?
I walk towards the door.
Alakai, should we move then?
Yes, we need to go. We're in trouble.
First steps outside this door.
Well, let's not waste any time then.
All right. Let's
So
go.
I'm going to draw my warhammer because
You never
my
know.
glaive gone.
Oh shit,
Big
that's right.
sad.
Sergo's
Big
going to
sad.
roll a letter and store it within his armor.
I got my vicious dagger. It's in my hand, and I'm ready.
I'm going to
use it.
back up from the door now and let other people go first.
This is the door you came in through.
Oh,
To remind you all, there are further pathways for you to explore out there,
This is
and
the
there
one.
are no other exits to this area besides.
all right.
So
Okay.
it is very much the way you have to go, but
But not scary, is what you're
not
saying.
scary. Yeah,
We've
as long as
been-
you don't go, don't take the path left.
Right, because there's arrows there, right?
Because there are traps down that way. Yeah.
Poison arrows. So hard right, guys. No, don't.
Steven?
No, don't.
Our
That's-
left
that's
or
left.
our right?
No, not that
Character
way,
right?
Steve.
Not
Steve,
that way.
I was joking.
Okay. Character left. Got it.
Due to the fact that Oddball cannot see, aka Paul cannot look at more than one thing right now,
Somebody
aka
went too
I
far.
can't move around on this page. All right, I'm sorry, guys. I will be following somebody.
Keep you with the party.
I'm just mid-party, and I actually put away the warhammer and pull out the quarterstaff, so that way I can still use Polar Master.
There you go.
Smart.
You're still able to like roll though and stuff. You can do
Yeah,
all
I
that.
can roll.
Yeah,
it's
you can
just going to be
roll.
real funky.
All right. I want to peek
Sir,
in this other little doorway.
Before you guys
Before
get too
anything.
far,
Yes.
Sergor, did you want to do anything back there?
I don't know now.
Right. Your kind.
Yeah.
What if
Carry
Sergor
on.
made a mistake?
Uh-oh.
Well,
The game's
Daisy
paused.
went exploring. You know what? Yes, Sergor wanted to go that way, and is where he is.
So you're going to stay in the room with the body?
I'm going to stay. That's yes. I'm going to stay right where Sergor is going to stay right where he is for right now, while the party goes.
Okay. While the party starts exploring.
Where's Sergor?
Zergor!
He might be performing final rites for his mentor.
That was the plan.
All right.
You lot seem to care about that sort of thing.
Wait for him here. I'll scout ahead. I want to peek in this room
This always goes super well.
up. Yeah, north.
Maybe Sergor can
See
move
if I
now.
see anything.
Back.
Roll me a perception check.
I will perception check this.
Hey, first roll in 195 days. Woo!
We did it! Yay!
That's not true.
Had my
Alakai
charisma.
rolled
No,
it.
yeah. Alakai
Okay,
rolled a
I had
22.
the charisma
No,
check.
7 minutes ago. Yeah.
murdered it.
Not months.
First
not
roll in 7
months
minutes.
ago.
Woo! You do not see anything of note. There is definitely light coming. It looks like a larger room to your north, with several pillars along the supporting the ceiling in there. Very much, it is as dark and wet and
Okay.
musty as everywhere else that you've been.
Okay. I'm gonna use sneak. I'm gonna be stealthy, and I'm gonna make my way into this room.
Okay.
So Raug kind of puts his hand back because he can't get a good look in this room. He doesn't really see anything out of the ordinary, but he wants to get a better sense of what's happening. So he's gonna peek around the corners here.
Do I notice anything at the end of this hallway that we're in?
You do not. You can see very far down that hall with your perception, but you can't see anything down there.
Yeah.
Do I see like a stopping point, like a wall, door, anything?
Wall.
Okay.
All right. So
if I can
I'm
see an end, I will stay here. Sorry, continue.
just being sneaky and going into this room. See if
So
I...
you can see the statues to the side of you. Obviously,
Okay.
there are lit braziers in the corner with ever-burning flames in them, but you can't see anything of any import or note specifically in there.
Okay. Is
As
there...
you continue further and you look
Oh.
further down that hallway, you see a large iron gate blocking the path further north. Beyond it, you can see a room, and it looks like perhaps a set of stairs at the far end of the room, but you can't see quite well from back here.
This way. Still using my stealthies if I can.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna go up to
Oddball's
the
with
door.
us.
So you reach the door, and you indeed see that there is a set of stairs leading up.
Okay.
You can't see anything at the top of the stairs from back here, but the room itself looks obviously very much in disarray. The gate that is in front of you, you see no mechanism by which you can open it from where you are, and it looks like it's very much rusted in place. Like it's very old and very rusted. It would be very hard for you to move it or get through it.
Looks like a dead end.
I turn to Thinian. I say, remember what you did to Oddball a while back? Can you do that to this gate?
I can certainly try. So I look at the gate and I hold my hand out, and I use heat metal on it. Casty.
Oh, here's Sir.
I wonder if I can help.
Well-
And I pull out the warhammer, and as the bars get hot and hopefully pliable, I just start kind of smashing them left and right, hoping to either break them free or just make a gap big enough for some people to squeeze through.
Oh, we weren't supposed to do this.
Just
Because
reading the
that
spell.
fucking teamwork.
Just reading the spell.
fucking
teamwork. So you heat up the large iron gate. It begins to glow red hot. Bits of rust start burning away, revealing the metal underneath a little more clearly. Oddball, let me grab you so that you can take a swing at it.
Thank you.
A swing? I believe he said multiple swings, sir. There it is.
There they are.
Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked it. I have no idea how many times I just rolled.
Enough.
You haven't rolled
You
any
didn't
yet.
roll any. You just clicked it 3 times. Get rid of 2 of them for you, so that you can.
My
Click
bad.
Oh no! I think I got rid of them all.
Too many.
Thought there was
Okay.
3. There was only 2. Here, let me get that back up for you.
Am I rolling to attack or rolling for damage?
Roll for damage.
Versatile damage, because I'd be swinging this two-handed.
Yeah, you are.
Hell yeah.
It's not bad.
There is a loud clang as Oddball throws his hammer against the hot metal. You see it warp slightly, but it certainly doesn't look like it's about to give.
Would you like me to try again?
Do what you need to do. I'll keep a lookout. Rao goes to the other end to make sure this noise isn't attracting unsavories.
Swinging away.
Anything you want to do?
I want to roll perception to see if there's any markings or signs on the wall.
Give me a
Any
perception.
sort of clues? I'm looking for specifically more for like the Torm symbol or other symbols.
That's a good roll. It's a good roll.
pretty
Alakai
solid.
is really curious about this weird, like, dead-end hallway. It doesn't...
As you move further
Makes-
down, you see that it does turn off to one side. It looks like there's also a door at the far end on the right.
You want me to go ahead and check?
I rolled a 14.
So you don't see anything of any particular note in the room or in the area. The statues themselves are all very much defaced. They are old and have not been well kept in any way, shape, or form. But 14, one second. You do see part of a symbol on one of them. You can't quite make it. Give me a religion check.
Bring up.
How in the hell
You
do you
can
have no
see
bonuses?
what looks like part of a symbol
Lower.
on one of them, but you can't identify it.
Okay. You want me to check that hall?
I'm just gonna kind of keep walking, but given our numerous run-ins with the like poison darts, do I notice any like similar mechanisms, similar patterns to what we
Okay,
had seen?
perception check.
Okay.
I am absolutely also doing this.
You hear another clang as once again Oddball strikes the door. Again, another denting, warping in the metal, but certainly not a. It's going to take you a while to get through this. Think of it like a piece of metal that you're forging. Like you would have to repeatedly strike against this door and maintain the spell for quite some time.
Right, like I'd have to heat.
You act
Continue
like
heating it.
we got anything better to do. Bang, bang, bang. I'm kidding.
Just saying.
Clang, 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 clang.
Whatever
said that
switch
about
we
the
do
door,
find,
that's
the
church
door's not going to
too.
open because it's going to be all bent out of shape.
Yeah, it's gonna get stuck in the slot.
Knocked it off the tracks. We'll
Ah,
see.
fuck.
There's
that
another.
lasts for 1 minute.
I look over at the group. There's another door this way. And
I look at Oddball and shrug and say, we tried.
Fair enough.
did Alakai notice anything in this hallway, or me for that matter?
See your perception checks. Look. You do not. Alakai, you feel very comfortable that you probably would have seen it if there was something there.
Oh,
Oddball
Jesus!
leaves the relative comfort of the light to move into the shadows once again, searching for Thinian.
Hello.
I have my hand on Thanian's shoulder.
There you go.
Where's the door?
Look to your left, and you turn, and it's right in front of you.
Thanian, your shoulders seem tense. Are you stressed?
I'm fine.
I just kind of nod towards Sergor, and then I open the door.
I feel like you're lying.
The door is
Thanian.
locked.
Leave me alone.
You do see that there is an opening to your north left of
Yeah.
the wall, and the hall itself looks like it continues for quite some time. Further
Do I
than
make
your
you
eyes.
uneasy, Thanian?
I'll
I-
try and open the thing.
Give me a thieves' tools check.
You're in my bubble.
I'm sorry, I cannot see very well here.
Oh my god.
You fumble with the lock a little bit, but you do manage to unlock the door.
Sweet.
Oh.
Thanian, what is happening?
Stop touching my
Make
butt.
All right. I'm in this
Your
room.
butt and shoulder look as flat
Oh.
as they can be.
As Rob,
No cake here.
as Rob opens the
Thick
door.
ass demon, all right.
As Raug opens the door, this waft of very pungent, hoppy smell, kind of fermentation comes over all of you. And inside you see several barrels of what look like were probably potentially beer, ale, water, some sort of various liquids, all with taps in them. And there's a barrel to your left that is open and very much has this kind of coagulated goo at the very top of it. Looks like it's very much was some sort of storehouse for provisions of some kind.
Where the hell are we?
I don't trust any liquids whatsoever.
Beer?
Not when they go down
I
your
keep my
throat.
hand tighter on Dinian's shoulder.
Any markings on the
Do not
barrels?
drink
There are no markings.
No markings. All right.
this. Damn it. Dinian didn't hear me.
Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
I grip your shoulder tighter. Do not drink this.
I need a drink.
We need to keep
He
moving.
pulls out a water skin. Here.
Malachi, you're not
alright.
gonna believe this, but I think I see water.
I don't know if I have water skin.
All right, here I am. I'm over here. I see a thing. Because of
So you
dark
you
vision.
see a room to your left. It
Wait a
looks
minute.
like the hall was kind of like broken down there, and there is a small pool of water inside of the room. And inside of the pool, you can see several shimmering forms. Looks like fish swimming around.
The hell did fish get down here?
They were probably seated to feed our watery friend back in the other room.
Well, according to Sergor, that was possibly decades ago.
No. The big watery friend that tried to kill us. The Aboleth.
Was that before or after we time traveled?
That was after.
What's
Yeah.
after?
Oh,
that was
we
like
time-
literally
we-
3 rooms
time
ago.
traveled when we got
Okay,
here.
we time traveled to
In-game,
that guy.
That was like, yeah.
Okay,
in-game,
got
that was
it.
like 30 minutes ago.
Okay, got it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
like-
Thank you very much. Okay. Oh my word. Okay.
Raug, are you okay? Is your head
I'm
all right?
confused.
Come with me.
All right.
Time travel paradoxes just don't do it for me.
Man.
All right. I have come to an
Once we
impasse.
put the stones back,
We don't want
right where we took them, the timeline should be fine.
we don't want any of these fish.
Offspring.
No.
I don't want to fuck with that guy's food. Mm-mm.
All right.
You've reached a T-junction in the hallway. To your left, you see a closed door. And to your right, you see a hallway that curves further left.
Another door. Shall we see what's behind door number 3?
I'll like kind of gesture him that way, and I'll move up the opposite direction, just so like.
Are the doors numbered?
I go up to the door. I put my ear on it. I'm like, feel like like the cable guy when he's looking for the perfect spot to drill for the cable. Like,
Roll me a
doing one of those.
perception check.
Yeah.
Hey, really quick while this is happening, I am going to take a candle out of my backpack,
Okay.
stick it on Oddball's head, and then cast Prestidignation to light it.
Uh-huh. I have a tinderbox if you would rather just use that.
There is a
Torch.
prestidigitation works just fine for lighting the candle. So there is a candle now stuck on your head, Odd, which gives you a little bit of visibility.
Why did you
There you go, buddy.
jam that on my head?
I figured you'd want to see.
I could have simply held it.
Now your hands are free for fighting.
I feel the candle is not properly attached.
It'll melt on, don't worry.
It will what?
I have perceived.
God damn it, I wish I had my camera on.
I think it's funnier that you're a disembodied voice.
Because you're literally in the dark. Great.
Yeah. This way.
The only problem that you realize, Oddball, with that is you're going to have to move very, very slowly if you want to keep the candle lit.
I take the candle off my head. I appreciate your concern, but I think I will hold it with my hands rather than trying to balance it on my head.
Yeah, whatever. Up to you, Scraps.
He looks at you. Don't
Wow.
call me that.
Sorry.
Now. Everybody quiet.
Sorry, I'm tense.
So Alakai, you can see
I felt it in your shoulders.
to your south. You can see what looks like rubble has collapsed in and is blocking the path. You recall having reached a path very similar to that before reaching the large water room on the other side of this area. So you feel like you've probably come north of that rubble now. There's also a door at the end of the hall on the right side. Raug, while you don't hear anything at the door that you're at, you do smell a very pungent, moldy smell.
Pungent, moldy smell. Okay, let's see. How about we do a nature check? See if I don't know. Would that help?
Sure.
Maybe.
You can roll a nature check. if you
Sniff
want to.
that mold, baby.
Do I know this mold?
It smells like rotten food.
Can I check
Probably a
this door?
pantry.
Sure. What would you like to check it for?
I would like to check if it is unlocked.
It is.
Alright, I'm just gonna open it.
Okay.
We're just gonna leave the door shut over the pantry.
Yeah, I'm not opening that.
So
That's
you
nasty.
see what looks like it was potentially at some point a storeroom or something similar.
Okay.
Some of the walls are crumbled in, the ceiling's kind of caving down in one corner, but it doesn't look like anything of much value or interest.
I'm just gonna signal that everyone keep moving forward. Not much
Over
to
in the
see
hallway
here.
that you're in, you can see the path moves off to the left. There's a door at the end of the hallway with a little bit of light coming through from the crack underneath it.
Ooh. Right.
And
Let's
And
see
what-
if this one will open. What the
Hey,
hell?
Raug.
it looks like there's broken furniture and
Uh-oh.
Yes, there's some debris in the hallway as well.
We're just gonna go this. What the fuck?
Uh-oh. So many doors.
Steve, are you just like sprinting past everyone, pushing them out of the way to like get to each door?
I'm being like mad sneaky and whatnot, you know. I rolled it.
Mad-
How are you moving that fast?
You are not being mad. Oh no, that was.
I mean, I was hey,
Well,
listen,
so that chair is very much a chair.
it's a rocking horse. It's not even a chair.
It does not appear to be anything of much interest anywhere in this hallway.
Okay.
In fact, this hallway looks brighter than their other hallways. Looks almost like there's this bright beacon of light shining at you from somewhere down this hall.
Oh dear.
I don't like.
I'm sorry for shining the candle in your eyes.
So with stealth,
I
do
mean,
you have
I don't know how long my
light
stealth
feet?
lasts.
Like,
You get yourself a
trigger traps
penalty.
thinking about?
You roll it at disadvantage if you were to try and roll stealth. But what was your specific question?
Oh, saying like if someone has that, like we walked over traps before. Does stealth help with that? No.
If you were to trip a trap, you would trip the trap. If you didn't see it, especially.
Triple trap.
I think we're in the basement of some sort of inn or bar. Could this be the Pig and Pie?
I don't recall like a cellar or anything.
Well, we don't know where the drinks were kept and food.
They did
the
have
li-
stealth.
So the light is coming from the end of the hall.
There is a door at the end of the hallway with a little bit of light shining through it. Crack at the bottom.
Oddball's gonna walk towards it and try to open the door.
Because you can see now.
He has a candle on his
The
head.
door will open just
Out
fine.
of
Do
the
you want to go
mic.
ahead and open it?
Fucking open it.
There's other doors.
You
This
open.
door appears to be unlocked.
You open the door into what appears to have been potentially a bed chamber of some sort. There is definitely a lot of broken furniture lying around. There is a table in there with some chairs, some plates with rotted food on them, mugs with old drink in them that has definitely gone stale or bad.
I would not recommend partaking in these rations.
So Raug, after opening some doors and kind of feeling out where we are, is now going a little bit more less apprehensively and going up to each of these doors to check them.
Several of them are open.
Yeah, some of them I could see that like they're just rooms and with
Yep.
beds, normal stuff.
There are bodies on these beds.
Oh,
Can I check this door, see if it unlocks?
It is open.
More of that.
More
Where the
beds
hell
with
are
bodies.
we? Let's get out of here.
You do see a chest in one of the rooms as you're walking past it. This room down here.
Anything of use? Let's find out. All right, I'll check and see if I can pop it open.
Roll initiative. It's a fucking mimic.
I'll stab the shit out of this mimic.
Yeah. Digest you.
It is securely locked.
Can I securely try to unlock it?
You absolutely can. Roll me a check with thieves. All right. With a deft use of your thieves' tools, you hear the lock pop open, and you open the chest. And
Oh, Christ.
inside, you see several, looks like layers of clothing, various rather appealing garb. Although, like in terms of, sorry, I say appealing, I mean elegant, elaborate garb.
Mhm.
So it looks like potentially
Fancy
an
stuff.
nobleman's
Yeah.
chest or something to that effect. But you also see a small blue room on the lid of the chest that you open kind of flare up and then dissipate. And as that happens, you hear a strange shuffling sound behind you as the body on the bed
Oh shit.
stands up and looks at you, raising its arms, and begins to shuffle towards you. And we will enter initiative.
Good.
Oh, baby cakes, here we go.
Oh, come on!
Oddball closer by, so that he's
Woo!
in the party here.
Man, my
Dang
crit
it.
certainly doesn't hit the same here.
It really doesn't.
Erengard, you have to see his stupid man's critical hit
So
animation.
It's Thomas the Tank Engine with a mustache.
it drives around the screen for like an obnoxious amount of time.
And then it comes right at the screen.
Yeah.
It's a thing of fucking nightmares.
But you know I did good.
You guys can see it. Alright. And we will enter into combat.
Did mine roll or no?
Your initiative is rolled. You got a 20.
Okay. I was like, I can't see anything, guys. Okay.
Oh, I don't see his
Oh,
20.
initiative. I do. It's down
Oh,
Roll
there
there.
it
down.
is. There it is. I got it. Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and give you guys a little.
Oh.
combat tracker
Oh yeah.
and the rolls.
Every little thing. Going
Right
to
click
be
pops
all
out,
right.
remember.
Look this way.
I love it that I just click back over to the map to see it, and I'm just
Oh.
glowing. I'm just golden.
There's one.
Bright candle, dog.
Bright as candle.
Alright.
Thanks, guys.
First round, they are going to go first because you guys are surprised.
Oh shit.
So.
Combat music.
Flashbacks from
Isn't this the combat music from Cyberpunk?
It is not.
You're a cyberpunk nerd.
Got him.
So, that's me. So he isn't going to move at all. He's just
Mike.
going to lurch at Rogue right off the bat.
No.
See, if you rolled a nat 1,
Shut up.
you
Nobody
didn't
asked me.
even have a chance to say no. He took 2 bites before you even noticed anything happened.
Do I get a reaction to a surprise round? Does that work that way?
Actually, since you're a rogue, you really caught surprise. That's not bad.
I could never be surprised. Nothing goes over my head.
Surprise me.
Surprise parties are just parties.
Someone
One of my
will-
favorite
will
favorite
cover his
lines
head.
in those movies.
Nothing goes over my head.
If you
And
if only you had
reflexes are
learned
too
not to
fast.
steal things.
I will catch it.
Maybe if you tried not stealing everything you found, you wouldn't have this problem.
I was looking for clues.
Is that what you called when you stole the other stuff as well?
No.
I don't see anything that says that you can't be caught surprised. So
That's an old. I think that's a 3.0 rule or 2.
that
Whatever.
could very well be, yeah. Okay,
2 points.
so he is going to hit you, and he deals you
0 damage.
4 points of damage.
Son of a pickleberries and penis pumps.
He slams his hand into you. This one.
Where's my phone?
He will attack Alakai. And he will critical hit.
Oh,
shit.
bollocks.
Yay.
Dealing you 10 points of damage.
No.
And his turn.
Oh, the damage number.
Huh?
Is that new?
What's that?
The damage number came like off of Alakai? It said -10. It
Yes,
floated
that
off
is-
him.
Yep.
It does that in our other campaign too.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
All right. This one will attack.
I noticed it when Steve fell off of the
Shut up.
cliffside.
Attacking Oddball. Which he will hit, just barely. And he deals 4 points of damage. Got to add a strength. 4 points of damage to Oddball. I will go ahead and apply that to you, sir.
Appreciate you.
You're welcome. And then the last one goes. You see the door at the end of the hall open. And let's see, who's he gonna attack? He's gonna attack Thinian.
Ah, man. Can I use Hellish Rebuke?
Uh,
I don't think
Little
you get a
surprise
reaction
round.
if
you
you're
need to be aware
surprised.
of the attack.
Oh, I don't get a reaction. Yeah, we were just talking about
Yeah.
that.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
He will hit you and deal 6 points damage.
Dang.
Good. Hold on. Just can't remember the name of it. I want to use protection.
You can't use a reaction. We are surprised.
That's correct. And we begin Alakai's turn.
Okay. Alakai is just going to sidestep, still staying within the skeleton's threat range. So he's just gonna step up here and say, "Pardon me," and is gonna turn to the skeleton that just hit Thinian and try and just like shoot the gap between Thinian and Sergor. I am going to cast Hex on that skeleton.
Skeletons deal additional damage, target has disadvantage. Okay.
And I would like it to have disadvantage against dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
And then I am gonna say, please don't touch my friends. And swirl my purpley blue magic at his face.
You watch him make a very deft dodge of the blast, which ends up slamming into the wall behind him.
Okay. And then as I'm following through, I'm just gonna come with the other hand, same thing. Son of a
my
bitch!
God.
Are you kidding me?
And the exact same thing happens.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Then you
Alrighty. The one that just bit me,
smack.
I would like to cast Vicious Mockery on him. And I kind of like yank my arm away from him. I say, "Get your teeth off me, you brainless idiot."
Pause, but okay.
Whatever. It's fine.
Hand teeth.
Hand teeth.
Wisdom saving throw. It does not pass its saving throw.
Sweet.
So
I hit it with
takes
7 damage.
7 points of damage. All right.
And then I am going to throw some bardic inspiration at Raug.
Okay. You can now roll 1d8 extra dice on an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw that you make.
Sweet.
That's the end of my turn.
Oddball, it's your turn.
Oh, I should have moved,
Alright.
actually. Fucking idiot.
So the jabroni right in front of me. I'm going to, I guess, drop the candle. I guess I don't know. Put the candle down.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take a swing with the quarterstaff.
Okay.
Hit that once. We'll make sure I don't put that in there 1,000 times.
It's there.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm having to like take my phone from portrait to landscape, portrait to landscape.
Okay.
All right, so we are
Let me know if you want me to roll for you and stuff.
possibly, but not yet.
The dedication.
So first swing.
Hell yeah. I don't know. Keep rolling for yourself.
Phone is refreshing. I have no idea what I rolled.
25.
Hell yeah! I assume that hits.
Yes, that definitely hit.
If it missed,
Never
we're in
mind.
trouble.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do versatile damage because it's gonna take me 6 more minutes.
Yep.
I'm on really
Alright.
bad Wi-Fi right now, and my phone is on fire as I have it plugged in and also doing everything.
You deal 12 points of damage.
Woo.
Hell yeah! Still standing.
Still standing.
All right, we're gonna
Roll
take another
this
swing.
crack under the pressure of your
Another swing.
quarterstaff slamming into them.
Can
Want
you
me to roll for
please kindly not rolling the normal damage or rolling the to attack?
That hits.
All right, now you can roll versatile damage again, please.
7 more points of damage.
Okay.
He is still standing.
And then bonus action, Polearm Master,
Okay.
which
I'm
it's
still standing.
gonna take me a second to get there.
I can do it
Well,
for you.
pretty decent.
Yes,
amount for
Polearm Master
my
attack,
bard.
please.
Your attack is
Dirty 20. All right.
20, and your damage is
Hell yeah. So essentially, Oddball just kind of picks up the quarterstaff. Can you please not, sir? Crack, crack, crack.
Love it.
the 3 heavy blows from the quarterstaff, cracking ribs and bones across the skeleton, but it is still standing in front of you and ready to attack you in return. It is now the skeleton in the room with Raug's turn, and it is going to attack first with its brutal unarmed strike. Will definitely hit you for 6 points of damage. And the one that's on Alakai will attack. It flails its arms at you, kind of tripping over its own feet, missing pathetically. The
Sick.
one that's on Oddball attacks.
Spit on it as it falls down.
And misses wildly, I guess, Oddball as well. Not as bad as the one on Alakai missed, but it's not pretty. Like it goes to take a
didn't mean to do that.
step to attack Oddball, and its leg kind of half gives out from the broken bone that's there, and it's kind of like wobbles a little. Its hands kind of grate against the wall, half like it's grabbing the wall to stabilize itself, and half like it just missed. It kind of tries to play it off.
Can you please just stop? You're just embarrassing yourself.
Raug, it is your turn.
Indeed. I am going to. I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage with the skeleton that is directly in front of me, and move back here
Yep.
and take a swipe at the other skeleton that's in combat here.
One on Thinian.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm pissed, so I'm using that inspiration or whatever it was.
Plus 1d8 on your roll. That was a d6, but we'll go with it because it's going to hit regardless.
Oh, was it a D8? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a d8.
Okay. So what do I do here? Sneak attack? Is that what that is?
Yes, because you have technically advantage on it since you're attacking with somebody else.
And it's a normal, right? It's only a sneak attack critical if I roll the 20.
If you roll the 20, yeah. Right.
But I also got to do my damage for my weapon too, right?
Yes. So you stab at it, pretty much cutting one of its bones completely out of its body with your dagger, but it is still standing.
Okay. That's it. That is my turn.
That is its turn. It's going to attack Thinian again.
Nope.
I use the nope spell.
It does not work as it slams its claws into the neon once more.
Sweet.
Eight points of damage to Thinian, and that will end its turn. Sergor, it is your turn.
Can I use protection now? If someone attacks a target that's within 5 feet of me, I can use my shield for disadvantage on the attack roll.
You know what? I'm going to just go ahead and say yes. Yes, you absolutely can. Pose disadvantage on the attack roll. Okay, roll its attack one more time. Let's see what the new roll comes up as. The new roll came up as a barely a hit, but a hit still.
Okay.
Pull that to you so you can see. It is a 12. So it still managed to hit you.
Alright, so for Sergor's turn, I am going to cast Bless as a 2nd level spell. And that's for the whole party, except for me. So it's for
So everybody
All
at
of-
this point can add 1d4 to all attacks and saves,
Sweet.
except for Serpo.
except for me. And I will end my turn.
Alabama.
And oddball, or did he get to do 4 people? But it said only 3.
Oddball. It's
I cast it at
3
level
plus 1
2.
because we
so
cast it at level 2.
Oh, I see it. Yep.
Alakai, who has been quite frustrated with his accuracy lately,
The
is gonna
fuck,
like,
man?
yeah, is gonna wind up like a fireball from Street Fighter kind of a thing, and he is just gonna recast Eldritch Blast right at that guy.
Same guys before?
Yeah, same guy as before, and I add 1d4, right?
Plus 1d4 to the
bless?
attack roll. Yep.
Okay. That better fucking hit.
That will definitely hit. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, and then I add a d6 of necrotic damage for Hex.
Skeleton. Nope, definitely not. 14 points of damage. All right. Your Eldritch Blast slams into his chest, shattering most of his ribs and kind of half severing the spine. His body kind of sags a little and wobbles quite a bit, but it is still standing.
Okay. I am gonna shoot at it again then. This time with a little bit more flair with a finger gun. Oh, I didn't add my d4, but that's okay.
100% thought that was a 1.
I did too.
The
I did
7
too.
on that die, really
Yeah.
hard to see. So,
Yeah. Okay.
definitely hits.
Perfect.
Wild dice.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you blast the remaining bits of bone from its spinal column away, and it kind of shatters into several shards and pieces. And crumbles to the
Beautiful.
ground.
And then as my bonus action, I'm just going to transfer the hex to... do I have to be able to see the creature? I probably do for hex.
You do, yeah.
Okay. I can hang on to it and then move it as a bonus action later, right? I don't have to move it right now.
Let me double check. If the target drops to 0 before this spell ends, you can use a bonus action on the subsequent turn of yours to curse a new creature. So yes, you can move
So
it.
anytime within the next 5 hours, I can move it.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I'll hold off then. That'll be my
Anytime.
turn.
anytime before you end your concentration. Okay. Finian. The one next to you just got blasted by 2 Eldritch Blasts in his chest.
I'm very excited about that. I'm amped. I'm gonna just move a little bit away from this other one just in case, and then I'm gonna cast Mind Spike from a 3rd level slot.
Wow.
Okay.
It's not even the
Which
boss
one's the-
battle, bro.
I just want this thing to die, man.
So,
This was an optional fight.
succeed on a wisdom save.
There's beds. We can sleep.
Everyone
What
take
is
a
this
roll.
sleep?
Definitely does not succeed on his wisdom saving throw.
Oh man, he's so dumb.
Taking 3d8 points of psychic damage on a failed save, plus an extra. I'm going to say that's supposed to be d8, not d6 on that. So, can you actually re-roll that damage as 4d8
Yeah, hold on.
for me?
Hold on. Can I edit the formula?
You just roll 4d8.
I can edit the formula
Okay.
later. Just roll 4d8.
Now, goddammit!
I'm doing it.
That's better damage.
That's way better.
It's better.
All right.
Much better.
Sick.
Okay. He.
How the hell do you do Mind Spike to something without a brain?
Don't worry about that.
It's not.
Don't talk about that,
mindless.
Steve.
It has sentience
like-
enough to attack
Right.
you. So.
Yeah,
Right.
no, I get it.
Yeah.
You guys basically see what looks like this kind of static bluish, purplish energy kind of protrude out of its skull for a few moments, and it very much seems unhappy with that.
Hey, what the fuck, man?
You
It
touched
is
our
pushing-
shit!
That hurted me.
Oddball. Do you want me to roll for you since you got to add 1d4s to your rolls and stuff like that, buddy?
Yes, please, God.
Okay.
I had to close it. Like my phone, like I said, my phone's on fire right now. So like I had to close out of the stuff.
No worries.
But the
One
skeleton
that's
is
in
still
front of you
in
is still there. Yep.
All right. I'd like to just we'll take one swing to start off with, see if it's still standing after that.
All right.
If I hit,
You're just truly role playing right now.
Yeah,
You
it's not the first time.
definitely hit it, dealing versatile damage. I forgot to add the one before that, but that's fine. Dealing versatile damage,
yep.
you deal 10 points of damage to the skeleton,
Smack!
and it is still standing. One of its
Fuck.
legs is like practically shattered at this
Dude.
point. Its ribs are broken. It
I-
looks like
okay.
it's about to just fall over.
I would like to bonus action attack them with the back end of the quarterstaff.
So, Polar Master.
Yes, the polearm master, hit it with that side, hopefully.
Oh my god, there's so many skeletons. It's like Erengard wanted me to be the dick again that gets us in trouble by putting a locked treasure
What?
chest.
No,
A
I
locked treasure
I-
chest.
tell
Hey, I don't know if you noticed there was a treasure chest in that room.
Oh, it's locked.
You smack it with the
Can't
back
help
end
it.
of the quarterstaff, dealing 4 points of damage to it, which is enough to send it scattering to the floor.
I was about to say, I'm about to just kick it. Like, just unarmed strike, kick this son of a bitch.
There is one skeleton 15 feet in front of you.
Alright. We're gonna run up, and we are gonna Happy Gilmore swing at this fucking thing.
Fair enough.
Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. 17 on your
17
attack.
will hit, and your damage that you deal.
1,000,000.
Just the most, yeah, would be good.
That would be excellent. Okay, I'll accept it.
6 points of damage. It is not the most, but it is not nothing. It is looking very much beaten up after the various attacks that have hit it. Though not nearly as broken as the others, it sags like it is ready to fall over.
That's some
Would you
saggy
like
bones.
to use your action surge or anything of the nature?
No, not yet. I'm gonna hang on to those. That'll be the end of my turn.
All right. It is the skeleton in the room's turn. It steps up to Raug and takes a swing at him with its vicious claws.
No.
As if that's how it worked. Mm-mm.
It will definitely hit you.
But what if it like didn't though? You know what I mean?
6 points of damage.
I will apply this damage.
Do you want to use your reaction to halve the damage?
My uncanny dodge?
Yes.
No. 'Cause I can only use that once, right?
Once per turn.
Oh wait, it's per.
Yeah,
Oh,
as,
that's
long,
right.
as long as you have your reaction, you can use it.
Really
Right,
quickly,
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'll use it.
really quick. My health has not gone down at all, like on my character sheet. I just noticed.
Okay.
I'm going to apply healing and apply half damage.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't apply the damage. I gotta go back now.
Why are you so stupid?
I'm such a dummy. I forgot
You
that that's how
should-
that worked.
You're so stupid. I swear to God, man.
The skeleton that was attacking Alakai is going to keep attacking Alakai because
Yay.
it is single-minded and it's.
Yeah, ignore the fucking giant robot that just beat your skull in.
Well,
Keep
you
hitting
did
this
just
guy, you
blow
know?
its friend up.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
6
And
of
you know, I just
one,
did it good. I just,
half
you know,
dozen of
kind of
the
hit it right
other.
near its health. You
Right,
know what I
right in
mean?
his taint.
You are imposing
Hey.
disadvantage on it, Circle.
Yes, I am. Put that sheet up.
Yeah.
I'll roll this publicly then. It is as badly as the last time it attempted to attack you. It is perhaps even worse this time. But it very much misses you, Raug. It is your turn.
Oh, nice. All right, I'm going to use my cutting action again to disengage from this stupid idiot. And I will go now to this stupid idiot. And I will then slap that stupid idiot with my viscous dagger. With my extra 1d4. Hello. Thank you. And I
Will very much slap him with your viscous dagger.
thank you. What's my sneak attack? 3d6?
3d6, yes.
Should I just add 3d6 or does it
Just
get
add
bonuses?
3d6 to your damage.
Well,
You come rushing in and bring your dagger down straight into its skull. And it kind of jerks a little bit at the end of your dagger before just sliding off of it and crumpling as a pile of bones on the floor.
cool.
Anything else you want to do before you end your turn?
To movement action. Nope, I'm good.
Zergor.
Surgor is going to step up to this one and attack.
Thank Jesus. I had to, or Torm, or whatever the hell you like.
Torm, praise Torm.
I've never heard of this.
Attack.
This Jesus that you speak of. That will definitely hit.
It's the god of eggs.
Damage.
You deal 5 points of damage to the very healthy skeleton.
Alright, I'm going to attack again. I get an extra attack.
Oh, for
Oh,
fuck's sake.
swing and a miss.
You miss wildly.
Youch.
Overzealous.
You're a zealous zealot.
Was there any? Sorry, were there any bonus actions you wanted to use at all, Circler?
No bonus actions. I'll end my turn. Yeah.
Alakai.
Yes, I am going to move the hex to the skeleton in the last one that's alive, the one in the room.
The only one.
To the one. And I am going to cast Toll the Dead.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And disadvantage on wisdom saves for this.
Okay. Some saving throw, or take 1d.
For whom the bell tolls.
For whom
I'm
the
marching
Wow.
on.
And what level are you casting this at?
It doesn't matter. It's
Oh,
a
that's
cantrip.
right. It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and give him a DC 14 saving throw.
At disadvantage.
That is
Beautiful.
a good cantrip.
Very much.
Yes.
Very much
It-
does not succeed.
Paired with Hex, it is so fucking good. So I get to add a d6 to the damage, so 2d12 plus a d6.
1d12? Oh, yeah, 2d12 because you're.
Yep.
Holy shit.
So I I would like to turn to Thinian and just give him the most electric high five, and I want that sound to like reverberate in the skeleton's ears.
Thinian or Rao? Because Thinian's a little ways away.
Oh shit. I was
five.
doing Thinian for thematic reasons, but we can do Raug because he's right next to me.
Fair.
Wi-Fi high five.
Yeah. I want it to be anime as fuck. Like we freeze midair. Yeah.
You all hear the sound of this delirious bell, Dolores bell, ring out, and the skeleton's bones kind of shake and turn black and kind of ichorish as they begin to peel off of its body. But it is still standing.
Fuck.
Well, that's just nasty.
Damn it.
Finian, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I guess.
You can hear the sounds of combat coming from the room that you are no longer near.
So I am going to kind of position myself behind Surgor. Is he like how in the doorway is he?
Urgor is
guy.
very much in the
Urgor's
doorway.
big.
Like, what am? All right, I'm just gonna yell at the thing.
You're not. He's not protecting it from like a bolt of energy flying by or something like that. But
Okay.
if you were to attempt like an area of effect magical spell, you would most assuredly hit Surgor.
All right. Fair. I am going to just cast Vicious Mockery.
I fucking knew it.
What do you mean? What am I gonna do?
No, it's perfect. Just viciously mock this stupid idiot.
Perfectly fine. It has disadvantage on its save because of the hex.
Dude, that's
I'm-
such a sick combo.
I'll throw you. That is kind of a sick combo.
So
I'll
it
throw
most
you to the
assuredly
dogs.
Does not pass its saving throw.
And
And it takes 4
Yikes.
points of psychic damage.
4
Right, so
points
that's
of hurt feelings.
I don't like dogs.
To dogs.
It wobbles a little, but it is still standing.
And then let's see. Oh, I can't cast. I was gonna say I was gonna cast Healing Word, but maybe I will save that until somebody else murders this thing. Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I'm good.
Oddball, you are standing in the middle of the hallway. There is the dead skeleton in front of you, and on the other side of it is Raug. Next to him stands Alakai. Between the two of them, they are basically occupying the hall's width. You could move past them, but you know that Surgor has entered the room that is beyond them, and is likely blocking the way for you to get anywhere close to this enemy, unless you have
Guy
something
can
with
move
reach.
again.
I do.
So you want to step past Raug up to the entrance of the door?
Oh yeah. Just like, excuse me, and then just walking, just like RoboCop style. And
like
then I will-
RoboCop, you step up to the door and turn. You see Servor's back to you, and just past him, you can see the skeleton that he is currently locked in combat with.
Greetings, nondescript citizen.
You are about to have a splitting headache. And axe throw, bonus action, quick toss, dagger.
Sick.
Let's do axe throw first, and see if there's any need for anything beyond that.
First five.
Yeah, have a number 2 axe throw, please.
Can I get I need a number 2 double axe, and then can I get a side of wood dagger?
Your first hand axe whips past Servor's head, flying straight into the creature, dealing 10 points of damage, which is enough to shatter its bones and send it crumpling to the ground,
Yeah, fuck your bones.
dealing with the final of the threats and ending the combat.
Oh god.
I imagine the second axe is like just in a like
In his hand, like he's like reeling back with it.
Yeah, it's like you ever seen one of those like the pitching machines that just uses the arm instead of like just the spin wheel?
Yeah,
It's just like that where it's just like but it's just holding it like, oh, well, it seems that is done. Puts it away and then goes and scoops up the axe like from the bone pile.
Raug very confusedly and kind of angrily, just like, what the shit is in here that was so important? Goes back to this stupid chest and like looks through this thing a little bit more to see if there was really anything that I missed or that he
Please
missed the first
stop
time.
waking up dead things.
I don't get it. Why were they all protecting it?
So Rod goes back to search through the chest, and inside of it, you find a small sack of what seems to be coins, as well as a small symbol. Roll me a religion check. You recognize the symbol, but you're not 100% certain what it is.
Do I still have the 1d4?
No, bless does not apply to save. It's saving throws.
Okay, right.
You are quite certain that you saw this symbol in the past on an ally of yours that is no longer with you. It was on Iandir's clothing.
I think we might have just killed Ian Deer.
Ian who?
Ian Deer? The one who got swept away.
I do not recall.
This is his symbol.
I do not know of any Ian deer. I know of Grouchy Monk Boy.
Yes, that's the one. Grouchy
Malachi
Monk
turns
Boy.
and goes, Dad?
Grouchy Monk Boy. This was his symbol. Did we? I don't even want to know what's going on here. Let's keep moving.
With it.
Oh man.
You said there was like,
Chat right now.
you said there was some clothing in there too. Did it look like Ian Deer's clothes? No.
No, not at all.
Onward! Once more to the breach, my friends.
Ian deer would wear a skirt.
As you round the next corner, Raug, you can see what looks like the room that you saw through the iron gate.
Do I notice anything over here?
Nope, just a dead end. Looks like some branches or twigs or something gathered on the floor.
Okay.
All right, I'm going in.
I'm gonna wait right here.
You step into the room. The hallway that was directly across the way that you came is blocked at the far end of it, but there is a staircase that leads upwards to your
Jeez.
and it looks like it leads from what you can see outside.
Alakai scrambles up the stairs. He's like desperately trying to get his ass out of here.
Agreed.
Oh, sick.
Ready?
Nope. This is the reveal.
You step out, all of you, from the depths below into what you would hope would be a welcoming fresh air. And certainly the air is cleaner out here than it was down below, less moist and disgusting. But the sky above your heads is not the starlit night or the sun-filled blue, but instead a red-tinged, almost swirling vortex above you. It stretches as far as you can see in every direction. And you see that as you step out, you are in the midst of what seems to have been perhaps like a small village or something similar. The spot that you stepped out of looked like it was perhaps at one point a cellar or a similar type of space for like storm sheltering or something to that effect. But you can tell that you're high up. You can tell that you are in a place that you don't really recognize. The only thing you do recognize is the very much dilapidated and war-scarred building that is on one side of this small village. It is a stone building, very ornate looking in its construction, and it looks like it was perhaps at one time a monastery of some form. On the outside of it, amidst the very much broken down walls, you can see that same symbol that Raug saw earlier. And if anybody wants to roll religion on it, they can, but you all recognize that it is the same symbol that Andir was once wearing. So it is likely that this place is perhaps the monastery that he trained at, or something of similar nature. In your mind, Alakai, you get this very distinctive sound that comes forth. It's like someone was whispering to you and their voice finally broke through and you recognize it. It is your patron. And you hear it scream, "Run!" as loud as if it was right next to your ear. And you all hear the sounds of machinery or mechanical creatures sprinting towards you from the woods nearby. You recognize these sounds. You've heard them before when your friend Oddball took off into the woods at one point. And you hear as well this loud mechanical screech that comes out. You are very much aware that you are spotted where you are. Without much else that you can do, you take off running in the other direction. You don't know how many of them there are, but you do know that you are all weakened from the battles that you've been through and tired, and you need to get somewhere safe. Going back down isn't an option, as there is no escape from that place. There's no other place that you can go, and none of the buildings around here will provide you with shelter. So you move through the woods and begin a long and very tiring trek. You are sprinting and you can hear these creatures. They sound like they're all around you at various points. As you turn in one direction, you hear them in that direction, so you turn in another. You continue to move as quickly and as eagerly as you can to get away from them, until finally you see a break in the trees, and you find yourselves coming out onto a cliffside and looking down off of the cliffside. From behind you, several figures appear out of the forest. These mechanical creatures that you've seen before, the assassins of the Warforged, like the ones whose body parts you're carrying with you to one day hopefully patch into Oddball. Other creatures as well, the giant destroyers that you fought before, hounds like demons with fire in their breath step out of the forest, and demonic creatures that you know as dretches step out as well. You are very much pinned against this cliff, but as you look over it, you see something that you did not expect to see. You see the city of Am, but not Surgor as you remember it. The city of Am amidst the roiling red sky, with its many, many buildings destroyed. Many of the buildings that are still standing look to be either besieged at one point or beset upon by creatures at some point or another. You know that the city has been through this hell, and that there are parts of it still standing is a remarkable feat of its ingenuity and design. The gates seem to be intact still. The walls seem to still be standing, but how long will they stand for, you're not sure. And then, before you, two large winged creatures rise from the cliffs. Demons known as Vrox, staring at you and screeching this terrible sound. And then, behind you, this swirling vortex of orange light begins to shimmer and shine, and then it splits open and reveals a figure standing amidst the burning rubble of what was once a town. The figure steps forward, feminine and smiling ear to ear. And you look, and one of you in particular recognizes the face of the woman before you. Raug, this was at one point your sister. She is older. She is very much, at least in part, demon. She smiles at you, the toothy grin. At last, brother! We knew you'd come back eventually. That pesky god interfering with my lord's desires to send you all to the hells, instead sending you into the future. But no matter. Now I can finish what he started. All of you will die. She lifts her hands before any of you can react, and bolts of blue light streak forward, entangled with black and red swirls, slamming into Raug's chest. Raug calls out in pain and crumples to his knees. There's nothing that you think you can do. You're all out of breath. Even Oddball is feeling the strain of the run that you've just taken, his mechanical limbs seeming to fail him in the presence of so many dark, dangerous creatures. But one steps forward, rushing to his companion's aid. And Alakai steps between Raug and his sister and takes the brunt of the blow. Screaming out in pain, Alakai's body begins to shimmer and fade. And in the last moments before he explodes, you see several lights burst forth from his body, his open mouth, flying out into the air. 5 in total slip out of him before his body disintegrates in front of you. And Eve, Raug's sister, lowers her hands. Well, That was unexpected, but no matter. Kill the rest of them. Give me their heads, she says. And just as the creatures begin to move towards you, a massive bolt of lightning flies out from somewhere down below you. Both of the creatures, that winged beasts, getting struck by this bolt and bursting in ash. And from the tree line behind, you hear the cries of war as numerous armed men come to your aid. As you all work to try and catch your breath and join in this battle, the armed forces beat away the enemies. Eve steps back into her portal, smirking, looking back at Rao and saying, "Don't worry, I'll find you soon," as the portal closes and she disappears once more. And that is where we end season 1 of Duel, Screens, and Dragons.
Rest in peace, my sweet boy Alakai. Rest in peace.
My guy, I'm not gonna lie, a little teary, a little bit in the eyes.
Little teary.
Little
also,
teary.
sisters kind of scare me. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the very first completed season of Duel Screens and Dragons. Thank you so much for watching. We are going to be doing sort of a session 0 for season 2, where we're going to have some changes, some new characters, some different setting up for the next chapter in this adventure, but some of us will not be returning for that season. As you could kind of probably already tell, Taylor will not be joining us for season 2. Alakai is dead. However, maybe on a whim, we can have you back to play like a special character. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I have ideas already. Well, don't worry.
You can't keep Taylor away from D&D too long. We obviously Mike is also Mike Kirsch is also pretty much gone from the campaign, so we're gonna continue with this group of Matt, myself, Paul, and Maltese. Whether or not we're playing these characters or anything like that, we'll see in session 0. We'll see how that goes. But a very special thank you to Erengard for a fantastic narrative. Awesome way to end this first season. We have a lot to talk about, but I will not record those words. Thank you very much, and as always, keep dungeoning those dragons.